Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom with Love Squared 20.
Yes, and on Wednesdays, we come from the book of Proverbs because we're learning how to align our hearts and our will with God's heart, God's will, God's promises, and God's wisdom for our lives.
That's right. The book of Proverbs is full of God's wisdom. But guess what? We can't allow that wisdom just to continue to remain lying dormant on the pages of the book of Proverbs. No, we got to get practical. Meaning we got to learn how to dig deep within the actual pages of the book of Proverbs and learn how to apply that godly wisdom to our daily lives so that we can see the benefits and blessings of God's wisdom.
Amen.
Amen. God's wisdom for us today comes from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. Again, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. And we'll be reading the ESV version. It reads, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe." And the question we have for you guys this morning is, where do you run to for safety and security?
Yes, we tend to run to, turn to, and lean on a lot of other things to hold us up rather than God himself. But running to, relying on, or turning to anything other than God himself is a false sense of security.
And like you said, we all get overwhelmed with life, and every one of us have a particular place where we again run to for that place of security and safety. But as Steph has said, if we don't turn to God, all those other things offers us a false sense of security and peace.
That's right, because the safest place we can all be is in the will in the hand of God himself. So he is offering us a refuge and a place of rest on today. So he is telling us to run to him.
And as you said, one of our greatest defenses that we have in this world to help us to fight again against the evil as well as the deception of this world is the name of the Lord. So therefore we have to understand the power of the name of the Lord and be able not just to call on the name of the Lord, but to turn to him and to run to him, not just one time, but every time, the first time.
Yes, and what does it look like to run to God? To run to God means we're going to call on him, that we're going to stay under him, that we're going to pray to him, that we're going to believe in him, that we're going to rely on him to do any and everything that we need to be done.
And we also have to understand that safety is not the absence of danger, because again, we're going to find ourselves in the struggles, the pain, and all those different situations. But we have to understand that we're not alone, that God is there for us. But again, we got to learn how to call on God and rest in God and know the power of God, and not again to turn back to ourselves a man-made thing to be able to again to rescue us and to save us, because again those things are a false sense of safety and security.
That's right, because God is our ultimate rock. He's our strength, he's our security, he's our fortress, he's our very present help in trouble. And no thing, nothing can breach his name. So he is telling you on today to call on him, to run to him.
And God identified his name to Moses as what? I am that I am, meaning for he is everything that again we need in every area of our life. So therefore we have to realize that his name is suiting for every want and every need, and therefore we're going to have to call on his name.
That's right, because a rich man's wealth is his security. But the righteous know and understand that the name of God is our security. So we're telling you on today, which one are you going to call on? Are you relying on your popularity, your possession, your position? Or are you relying on the name of God?
So again, a strong tower is a place of safe refuge. It's sturdy and well built, and it's fortified. So we have to understand in him, that's our strong tower, and in him we are safe. And the acronym for safety is what? Secure, accepted, forgiven, and empowered. So whenever we call on God, we know that we're safe. And safe is again secured, accepted, forgiven, and empowered.
So today we're telling you to run to God, because he is the safest place we all can be. And how we're going to do that? We're going to do it by faith, because we're going to walk by faith and not by sight. We're going to see God, seek God, and speak God in all situations.
We'll see you next Wednesday for another Wednesday Wisdom Encounter with Love Squared 20.
Bye.